Hey, what's up, guys? It's K-Dog's Kennel coming at you on YouTube with my I can't even talk. Predictions, picks, whatever you want to call them, for Week 16 of the 2021 NFL football season. We are heading into the last week of December and the last week of 2021, guys. Holy crap. That being said, Christmas coming up this Saturday, so there'll not be another picks video, obviously, this year in 2021. So allow me, from my family to yours, to wish everyone a Merry Christmas this weekend. Enjoy the time with your family. That's what life is all about, is time with your family. We've had quite a month here on the K-Dog's Kennel channel. We've racked up 4 new subs in the month of December. That is huge. We're up to 30 subscribers, so thank you all for your support. It means the absolute world to me. Just a guy that sits in front of a camera, sits on a headset on his PS5, just give you guys video game content. It's the best job in the world. I wouldn't trade it for the world. So love you all. Thank you guys so much. Also, I want to give my dear friends at the Boston Sports Report their just due. That I literally just saw this morning. They uploaded their Week 16 picks last night. Check those out this morning as well. But the Boston Sports Report, love them to death. They have been supporters of mine since the day they subbed. They share videos of mine a lot. They are just they're fantastic. Like I said, in addition to football picks, they also do NHL picks and NBA picks. I don't have the time to do those. Otherwise, but then again, I also don't really watch hockey, and I kind of fell out of basketball a long time ago. But give the Boston Sports Report a click and a follow or a sub, and tell them K-Dog's Kennel sent you. They'll know who I am. So love them over there. Merry Christmas to you guys. And again, thank you guys so much for all your support. It really means a lot to me. Let's get into the games this week. Sound a little nasally. I literally just woke up about a half an hour ago, but I got to get these up, and it's going to be a busy weekend. So let's kick things off with tomorrow night's game, the 8-6 San Francisco 49ers taking on the 9-5 Tennessee Titans. The Niners are trending up. The Titans are kind of not really trending down, but it's like Tennessee, ever since they lost Derrick Henry, they don't really have much of an identity anymore. Tennessee's ravaged by injuries. A.J. Brown out. Julio Jones out. Obviously, Derrick Henry out. And with the way the 49ers are playing right now, I've actually got the 49ers winning this game. Like I said, San Francisco started the season rough, and then they're starting to catch fire. I mean, they're in the midst of the playoff hunt right now. Updated standings for the playoffs are in the video description. Been a lot of shuffling in both conferences as of late. Excuse me. But like I said, I like the 49ers on the road. We move into Christmas Day. We have the 7-7 Cleveland Browns taking on the 11-3 Green Bay Packers. It is very hard to go against Green Bay right now. Green Bay is the best team in football. I'm not saying that because I'm a fan. I'm not saying that because I'm a cheerleader per se. I'm saying that because, yes, the Packers are my team, but they also have the best record in the league. The Packers have done everything this year, missing multiple starters, especially on the defensive side of the football. Come playoff time, the Packers right now hold that number 1 seed. They can win out and have that number 1 seed. And honestly, they have the greenest green light of all to get to that point. I do have the Packers winning this game. The Browns are ravaged by injuries. They're ravaged by COVID right now. Like I said, the Packers, everything they want is within sight of them. Obviously, Green Bay was the number 1 seed last year. They lost in the NFC title game. But, like I said, that was last year. Different year. If we get a lot of these defensive players back, Jair Alexander, Zadarius Smith, David Bakhtiari on the offensive line, this team could be scary coming into the playoffs if we can get some of these playmakers back. But I got the Packers winning on Christmas Day. The nightcap on Christmas, the 8-6 Indianapolis Colts taking on the 10-4 Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals, what a fall from grace they've had. The Cardinals, who at one point in time were the number 1 seed, they now dropped to the 4 seed after losing to the Detroit Lions this past week. That was stunning. I've got the Colts winning this game in an upset because of the fact Arizona, they're banged up on injuries. DeAndre Hopkins out for the year. That is huge. Kyler Murray not at 100%, but the way the Colts have been playing, Jonathan Taylor has been a juggernaut, and that's what the Colts need to do is they need to run the football and run it down the Cardinals' throat. I got the Colts winning in an upset on Christmas night. We move on to Sunday. We have the 4-10 New York Football Giants taking on the 7-7 Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles are another team that are right in the midst of that playoff hunt. They're not quite there. I do believe, I don't have it in front of me, but I do believe Minnesota now occupies the 7th seed in the NFC, but the Eagles are right in the the Eagles. I think I said the Eagles. They're right in the midst of things. I like the Eagles at home. The Giants have shut down Daniel Jones for the year with a sprained neck. I don't think Daniel Jones is the answer in New York. I think the Giants need to get a quarterback in the draft, maybe free agency. I've never been high on Daniel Jones. Now that he's shut down for the year, I don't even know who the Giants quarterback is, but I do like the Eagles at home. Next up, we have the 10-4 LA Rams taking on the 7-7 Minnesota Vikings. I've got the Rams winning this game. The Vikings, as I just mentioned, they are the 7th seed as of right now. And the Vikings are another team. They hold their own cards. If they win out, they'll be in the playoffs. But they're going against a high-powered Rams team. The Rams are kind of banged up. They have some COVID issue. Every team in the NFL has some type of COVID issue. But yeah, I like the Rams on the road. I think the Vikings, I like them, but not enough to win the game. Next up, we have a pivotal AFC East showdown. The 8-6 Buffalo Bills taking on the 9-5 New England Patriots. At one point in time, I would have picked the Bills, and I wouldn't have thought twice about it. But the way the Bills have been playing lately has me thinking about it. I'm going with the Patriots at home. I'm going with the Patriots because I can safely say I believe in New England more than I believe in Buffalo. These two teams met a couple weeks ago, and the Patriots won in Buffalo. I said, in my opinion, the home team, I thought Buffalo was going to win in Buffalo. New England was going to win in New England, and New England won on the road. I can't say I feel confident about Buffalo winning at Foxborough. I'm going with the Patriots at home. Next up, 10-4 Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the 5-9 Carolina Panthers. The Buccaneers they're a hurt football team. Chris Godwin out for the year, torn ACL. Leonard Fournette out, probably going to IR, will miss the rest of the regular season. Mike Evans with a hamstring injury. There's a lot of players in Tampa hurt. Do I think that's going to diminish Tampa Bay's chances? No, I don't. I got I have the Buccaneers winning this game over the Panthers. I just think now Tampa Bay might be limping into the playoffs. And that's, like I said, everybody keeps telling, if it comes down to Green Bay and Tampa Bay is just going to win again. I don't know about that. Green Bay didn't have much of a defense last year. Green Bay has a solid defense this year. If Tampa Bay limps into Lambeau Field for the regular or into the playoffs, it could be a much different ballgame than it was last year. But that's last year. I got the Buccaneers winning over Carolina. Next up, it is I think this is like the 4th or 5th Nobody Gives a Shit Bowl. 2-12 Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the 3-11 New York Football Jets. This was a pick'em. I got the Jets just because of the better record. I don't think that it's going to be a game of the year candidate, but I think the Jets, Jaguars are going to wind up with the number 1 pick this year. The Urban Meyer horrific train wreck that was. They fired Urban. I think that's one thing I forgot to touch on last week is they fired Urban Meyer after Josh Lambeau, their former kicker, alleged that Meyer would actually kick him in the leg in practice because he would miss a field goal or something like that. Urban Meyer's career is over in the NFL. He might as well go back to college. He'll never be a coach in the NFL again. If he is, I will be surprised. But yeah, I've got the Jets winning over the Jaguars. Next up, we have the 2-11-1 Detroit Lions taking on the 6-8 Atlanta Falcons. I really don't like this game because I've got Atlanta winning, but every time I pick Atlanta, they lose. And Detroit is that sneaky-ass team. Nobody on the planet that I know of picked the Lions to beat the Cardinals, and they did. They beat them, and they beat them decisively. So in my heart, I want to take Detroit, but I'm thinking or using my thinking with my head instead of my heart. I'm going to take the Falcons over the Lions. Next up, we have the 8-6 LA Chargers taking on the 3-11 Houston Texans. This is a no-brainer. I'm taking the Chargers all day long. The Texans are absolute crap. They've been crap all year. Nothing worthwhile. Those of you that follow my channel know I have a Madden 22 team rebuild going on where I am the Houston Texans, which I'm going to try to get at least a video or two of that uploaded today as well. But I got the Chargers all day over the Texans. Chargers will be in the playoffs for sure. Next up, we have the 8-6 Baltimore Ravens taking on the 8-6 Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals are a surprise team. I actually have the Bengals winning this game. Earlier this season, Cincinnati beat the bricks off the Ravens, like 41-17 or 41-13. It was abysmal. But I've got the Bengals winning. I would love to see Cincinnati make a run, man. Cincinnati has not been relevant since like the 80s. They were the laughing stock of the league at one point in time. But the Ravens, another team trending in that reverse direction. It's like Baltimore is one of those. They're either gonna play well or they're gonna play bad. There's really not much of an in between with Baltimore. But I do have the Bengals winning, hopefully, over the Ravens. Next up, 4-10 Chicago Bears taking on the 5-9 Seattle Seahawks. Both of these teams might as well pack it in. The Bears can officially pack it in. As of Monday's loss, they are officially eliminated from playoff contention. But Russell Wilson, and it's really shocking that Seattle has a below 500 record, considering they've been so good since Russell Wilson came into the league. I do have the Seahawks winning this game at home. The Bears, I fully expect Matt Nagy to be fired in the offseason. Chicago has kind of turned into a joke. Justin Fields, everyone was raving about how good this kid was going to be. And again, he's playing for a team that's not good. You can be the best quarterback in the league. You know, look at Trevor Lawrence with Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence was a stud, but because of the team he's on, it just diminishes Trevor Lawrence. I don't think Trevor Lawrence lost back-to-back games in college. And here the Jaguars sit at 2-12. But Justin Fields, kind of the same thing. He was a star at Ohio State. Excuse me. Now he's losing all these games, but like I said, Matt Nagy, I look to be gone in the offseason. Interesting to see where Russell Wilson's going to play next year. There's a lot of talk he's going to be leaving Seattle. Don't know if that's going to be the case, but I do have the Seahawks over the Bills, or the Bears, excuse me. Next up, we have the 7-6-1 Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the 10-4 Kansas City Chiefs. Part of me wants to take Pittsburgh just because the Chiefs are now dealing with their own COVID-19 issues. Tyreek Hill is on COVID, has been put on the COVID list. Travis Kelce is on the COVID list as of now. I'm taking the Chiefs because I still think the Chiefs have enough playmakers to get the job done. I don't think it's going to be easy. And then rumor also has it Travis Kelce is vaccinated, so there is a chance if he produces 2 negative COVID tests before game day, he will be eligible to play on Sunday. Not so much. I don't know about Tyreek Hill. I just came across the Tyreek Hill news this morning, but I got the like I said, I got the Chiefs. The Chiefs are the number 1 seed, and again, Kansas City, kind of like Green Bay in the NFC, they control their fate. If they win out, they're going to be the top seed. But we'll see how that plays out. I'm still taking the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs have enough playmakers to get the job done over a depleted Pittsburgh team. Next up, 7-7 Denver Broncos taking on the 7-7 Las Vegas Raiders. I've got the Raiders winning this game. Teddy Bridgewater suffered that real nasty concussion last week. That looked really, really bad. I don't know if he's even going to be playing in this game. Derek Carr is trying to salvage the season for Las Vegas. The Raiders have had their own problems this year. But like I said, at the end of the day, I like Las Vegas a little bit more than I like the Broncos right now. We'll see what happens. But the AFC West is wide open, essentially. I mean, you got Kansas City at 10-4. The Chiefs are going to win the division. I mean, they have Denver, Las Vegas, and are going to be on the outside looking in. But they're all similar close. They're within like 2 or 3 games of each other, which is cool. But I like the Raiders at home. Sunday Night Football has the 6-8 Washington football team taking on the 10-4 Dallas Cowboys. I look for the Cowboys to win this game. These two teams, I think, just played each other recently, last week. Or not last week, week before, maybe. But the Cowboys won. I think obviously the Cowboys are the superior team in this. Washington's going to be on the outside looking in. Dallas, I think, is going to win that division outright. The Cowboys actually sit with Tampa Bay losing on Monday. Dallas now sits in the number 2 spot. I've said this time and time again on these pick videos. It's really about how far Dallas can go. Can Dallas get past the first round in the wild card? Can they? It just depends on who they match up with. As of right now, the playoffs would start today. It'd be Dallas and Minnesota, and I think Dallas could get by Minnesota. But as far as like teams like San Francisco, Arizona and Dallas play, I think next week. That's going to be a huge game to see where Dallas ranks among the NFC's elite. Right now, I think the top 2 teams in the NFC, Dallas is not a top team. The top 2 teams in the NFC right now are Green Bay and Tampa Bay. I think that's going to be the NFC Championship game right there. But like I said, Dallas, it all depends about, it all really relies, or it all comes down to where Dallas ranks. And I think that game next week against Arizona is going to play a pivotal role into where Dallas ranks. Is Dallas that good, or it's one of those, is it real or is it Memorex? We'll find out here in the next couple of weeks how good Dallas is. But I do have a meeting Washington. And Monday Night Football, we have the 7-7 Miami Dolphins taking on the 7-7 New Orleans Saints. I got the Saints winning this game. The Dolphins have been a surprise. They started the year ugly, but they've been rolling as of late. But down playing in the Superdome. I don't like Miami's chances down in the Superdome. The Saints also fighting for their survival in a loaded NFC playoff picture. But like I said, I got the Saints winning that game. So to recap, I have San Francisco over Tennessee, Green Bay over Cleveland, Indianapolis over Arizona, Philadelphia over the Giants, the Rams over Minnesota, New England over Buffalo, Tampa Bay over Carolina, the Jets over Jacksonville, Atlanta over Detroit, Chargers over the Texans, Cincinnati over Baltimore, Seattle over Chicago, Kansas City over Pittsburgh, Las Vegas over Denver, Dallas over Washington, and New Orleans over Miami. So there we go. And also at the start of the broadcast, did not mention last week we went 11-5, not bad, bringing our season total to 140, 81-1. Thank you, Detroit and Pittsburgh. That one tie just sticks in my craw every time. But I've had a blast doing these pick videos. I've always wanted to do them, but never really had the capability to upload these videos to YouTube like I have been in my office. I love my setup. But we will definitely be doing this in the 2022 season because, like I said, I've had the time of my life doing this. So that being said, that is going to wrap this up for me. I am going to go downstairs. I'm going to get a couple videos of Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age, uploaded now. Excuse me. And then I also have a fan blowing on me because it gets hot up in my office. That's probably why I'm coughing right now. I'm fit as a fiddle. But that being said, like I said again, guys, Christmas Day. Merry Christmas to each and every one of you. Thank you all so much for just supporting me, for viewing. The 30 subscribers, I cannot thank you guys enough. I love each and every single one of you. May everyone have a very blessed and a very Merry Christmas. I will catch you guys back in my office next week for Week 17 picks. That being said, love you all, and I will catch you guys in the next video.